The time of Mexico goes back to before the time of Christ. It was a land dominated by an intelligent civilizations, wise in mathematics, architecture, and agriculture. The most famous being the Mexica, better known as the Aztecs. They worshipped many gods, and many of the ceremonies demanded human sacrifice, where the beating heart of a live victim would be quickly removed and offered to the gods. There lived an Aztec emperor who had a beautiful daughter. He had decided that only a brave warrior who had proven himself in battle would be worthy of her hand. The princess had already fallen in love with a young warrior. The emperor agreed that he would give them his blessings only after the young warrior had returned victorious from war. Before he departed to war, they vowed their undying love for each other. In the midst, there was an envious warrior who was jealous of their love. young warrior. Then came a false message sent by the cruel warrior, telling the princess of her beloved's death in battle. The news sent the princess into despair and depression. Losing her will to live, she sadly died. When the victorious young warrior returned to claim his bride, he only found his princess' lifeless body. He then carried her up to the highest mountain where she could be close to the heavens, and vowed to stay with her forever. The following icy cold nights claimed the life of the young warrior. The gods were touched by the young lover's misfortune and transformed their bodies into mountains, making them immortal. In the year 1519, a tall, light-skinned, and bearded man arrived in the land of the Aztec. This man was a Spaniard, Hernán Cortés. Montezuma, the Aztec emperor, and the Aztec people believed this strange-looking man to be the god Quetzalcoatl. When Hernán Cortés came into the courtyard, Montezuma welcomed Cortés with gifts and honors and said, "O Lord, this is your home, and I am your humble servant." Montezuma had offered his palace to Quetzalcoatl, who had finally returned to them. Soon the Aztecs realized that the Spaniards only wanted to take their gold. In June of 1520, fighting began. Hernán Cortés and his soldiers conquered the Aztec Empire. They enslaved the Indians and made them mine for gold and silver. The Spanish tore down the great Aztec cities and renamed Mexico New Spain.